So things are different. Hey everyone, it's been a while, but I'm back and I'm ready to make some videos and freak out about things. So as you can tell, things are a little bit different than they were a month ago. My hair is shorter, my skin is tanner because of a lovely thing called the sun in summer, and the location's different. It's no longer a white cream background, it's more of a mint green background. I have moved locations in my house and I'm now in a better environment to make videos for the internet. But other than that, I'm here to make my first official TV season review for Once Upon a Time Season 5. I'm going to try to make it in the span of 5 minutes because it'll be easier for me to edit and also to get out to YouTube. So let's do this thing. Back talking about Once Upon a Time. Woo! So I first want to start off with the first half of the season. The first half of the season was probably one of my least favorite parts of the show in general. I thought they could do better with Emma being the dark one. I thought she was a little, like, I don't know, good, I guess, because when we saw in the season 4 finale, the dagger drop, and it was Emma Swan's name, everybody went, oh, what? Oh my god. I mean, at least I did. But it was one of those things where I was like, oh my, everything's gonna change now. She's gonna be evil, it's gonna be horrible, she's gonna kill. Like, I thought worst case scenario, but it wasn't like that. It was more trying of her to like try to tame it down, and once she was like evil, it wasn't even up to Rumpelstiltskin's standards, and Rumpelstiltskin's standards are like 100 and Emma was probably at like 30. I thought they could do better with that, and I honestly am a little bit disappointed with how it was made in general, but I do love Jennifer Morrison's like acting, because it was a lot more like calm and mellow and more like drawn out and evil. Like she did a good job playing evil. I just thought that the writing could have been a lot more dark, and that's what I was expecting. But other than that, I still enjoyed watching. I still enjoyed tuning in every week to watch a new episode. One of the major things that stuck out to me in the first half of the season is whenever we saw Emma take Violet's heart out. I think that was her name. If not, then I'll fix it in post. But Violet, when Emma took the child's heart and was basically like, you need to like basically step off of Henry, like you can't be near him and stuff, like that was a big shock, and that was a moment I really liked with the whole evil swan thing, because that's stooping to the evil queen or Rumpelstiltskin's level, and I enjoyed that a lot. The big twist of the first half of the season is when we found out that Captain Hook, Killian's name, was basically a part. He was a dark one. That was a moment where I was just, that was good. Yes! I didn't know how they were going to deal with Hook being a dark one, but they played it out really, really well. Honestly, it made me dislike him at some points. Like when him and Emma were in the same room together, and while Hook was the dark one, that was painful to watch because of how Hook hits people to the core when he was a dark one. He attacked you in certain ways where just hurt the person so bad. It's not just the first half of season 5 wasn't like the best. The winter finale was it was fantastic. That was probably my favorite winter finale out of all the shows that I watched, and that's saying a lot because I watch a lot of television. But the way that they did it, they made me cry so much. If you want to go back and watch it, it's very sad, so I wouldn't suggest it, but I was waterfall of tears. Anyway, I'm going to step off of the first half of the season and talk about the second half of the season, which was like the first half, second half, great. Immediately we knew that we weren't going to lose Hook. That's just one of those things where you have a character since season 2, and you have, I mean, it wasn't confirmed at the time, but Emma's like true love. You know that you're not going to lose him. There's no other person right for Emma, unless it's just one of those things where you knew Captain Hook wasn't going to die. Hades as a villain was pretty cool. It reminded me a lot of season 1 villains, very like drawn out, like how I said before with Emma, and just very like cool, calm, and collected, like, oh, I'm going to kill you. Like that type of person. I don't know what that was, but that like type of personality I enjoyed. Through the progression of Hades throughout the whole second half of the season, at first I hated him because he was keeping Hook, but then I started to like him because I saw him with Zelena, and I enjoyed seeing Zelena and Hades interact so much. It was such a like really great chemistry, and I was excited to see, oh, maybe Hades will be a part of the show now, he'll be good, everything will be fine. No, it didn't work out that way, and I'm kind of glad it didn't work out the way, because what Hades did to Robin, stupid. I really liked Regina throughout the second half of the season because we saw her growing as a character and accepting the demons that were inside her, but also trying to battle them. I thought that was genius of how they were trying to like basically take Regina, this is Regina, and make her show herself in a way that we've never seen before. I also like the relationship between Zelina and Regina. I'm like holding these like air. There's no one here, but I like that progression between those two, and the fact that we saw the background story, how they knew each other as kids. Oh, amazing. I love that. Snow White and Charming, they weren't like, there wasn't a lot of like progression and stuff with their characters, which I'm kind of disappointed by. I hope next season we get to see more of them, because season 1, when Mary Margaret and David were like on and off, or will they, won't they, that made me so stressed but so invested in those characters. I want to see more of that, not necessarily like them breaking up, but like more of just them. I hope we see that more in season 6. Rumpelstiltskin was a character that I always liked, I guess you could say, because in season 1 and season 2, I enjoyed seeing Rumpelstiltskin on screen. Like, he was so, like, fascinating, stuff like that. Season 3, even, like, I love seeing Rumpelstiltskin. Ever since season 4 and season 5, he's just been going down this path I hate so much. He went from losing Neil Bay and saying, oh, I'm going to do better by you, I'm going to do this stuff, and then doing the complete opposite by doing all these evil things. And the way he handled the whole Belle situation was just, I don't want to talk about him more than I need to, but let's just say I hope they take his character and make me want to like care for him again. Or at this point, if you're gonna like go down the route that he's going, make me hate him enough that if he were to die, I wouldn't care. I'm almost there. Like, if Rumpelstiltskin were to die, I'd be like, oh man, that's like a fantastic antagonist gone. But at the same time, I'm on the verge. I'm like, this is a mountain. This is me. I'm on the verge of me just walking off and being like, I don't care what happens to Rumpelstiltskin. I do care what happens to Belle, because she's pregnant with his child, and I want Belle to find happiness, not with Rumpelstiltskin. I can't deal with their relationship anymore because of how broken it is. Anyway, let's go back to Emma and Hook. They're like, not will they, won't they, but they're like pull and push. Just their struggles this half of the season were so heart-wrenching, especially with that elevator scene with Emma and Hook, and you realize like Hook is going to stay in the underworld, well, you know, but Hook is going to stay in the underworld and Emma has to leave, and their just whole like their break apart scene was, I cried. I probably cried this half more of the season than I ever have in this show ever. But anyway, as we went back up into Storybrooke and Hook was still in the underworld, and you just saw Emma like broken. Like, she's been broken before. Like, you've seen Emma at her lowest, but this was just sad. And I'm like, we can't continue Emma's journey with her being this just distraught, and that broke my heart. I thought the whole Robin death was a little bit, I don't know, like, it just doesn't seem natural. It doesn't seem like, okay, Robin's gone. You get what I mean? When they were like, oh, this weapon is basically, if you hit a person, or if you stab a person with this, or you kill a person with this, they're nothingness. It's turned into nothingness. And then whenever Robin, like, got hit by it to try to protect Regina, I was like, no, this can't. Robin has done nothing bad, and they're going to make this character, and all the character development that has happened between him and Regina just gone in an instant. I didn't like that. Overall, I wasn't too attached like I am with Hook or Charming or Emma to Robin that I was like, oh no, but I did cry. Don't get me wrong. It's just one of those things where I'm like, I'm okay. I'm okay to move on and to continue this show without being every single episode, oh, Robin, oh, stupid writers. I'm okay, and that's fine, and I'm glad that I'm okay. The one part that I really enjoyed was Zelena killing Hades, because whenever Hades killed Robin, I was like, alright, you're done. You're in my dungeon, kill, go die in a fire list. And I thought that I love that both Zelena and Regina lost their true loves at the same time, and now their bond is going to be unbreakable, and I hope we see more of their relationship in season 6. The whole finale I thought was pretty good. It was like a genuine once upon a time finale. You get what I mean? Like everything that happened was a once upon a time finale. And I thought the way that they set up the next season was really well. I really liked Jekyll and Hyde, their characters and their relationship. I'm excited to see them as villains, or well, one half of a villain in season 6. But I'm also excited that we got the evil queen is back. As far as the whole relationships things goes between each of the characters, Emma and Hook, I expect to get married. I mean, the whole final kiss that they had at the very end of the season, and the wedding dress in the background, like that's kind of foreshadowing their like relationship and where it's gonna go. So I'm hoping to see more of happiness between them, because I don't think I can deal with any more angst between those two. Snow and Charming, I want to see more of them in general. All the other characters with Regina dealing with the loss of Robin and maybe finding a new person, maybe not, maybe give her a break of just being the badass woman that she is, but hopefully some closure with the fact that with Robin and maybe her moving on. I would love to see that. Zelena, I hope her and Regina make a stronger bond than they already have, because they do have a pretty strong bond. And Rumpelstiltskin, Belle, I hope that you leave that guy and get a new one to help you raise this child. But if you don't, that's fine, because you're going to have everyone else, like Emma, Snow, Charming, the Charming family in general is going to help Belle, and I can already see that happening. I didn't talk a lot about Henry this season because he didn't really, he was in it a lot. Like I enjoyed seeing, you know, and stuff like that. But it was one of those things where Henry is a person that he needs to be there. He's the glue that holds everyone together, and I hope we see more of just him in the next season, like him doing his own thing, because he's older now. You could see that as much as they want to pass off that he's only like 13 or 14, he's 16 in real life, and I think that they should like acknowledge the fact that he needs to be his own hero, and I hope that they do that next season. A quick thing to tell you is that these TV season reviews will come out every other week. You're seeing this on a Sunday, but the next one you're going to see is going to come out next Wednesday, and that's the Flash Season 2 review. So every other week leading up to the premiere of all the TV seasons, you'll see these reviews from me. I hope you enjoy them. Yeah. Anyway, thank you for watching so much. I'm excited to film the other season reviews for Arrow, Flash, and Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. But I'm mainly excited for all those shows to come back on. But this will be the new setup from now on. The lighting will be different because right now I'm using natural window light because it's daytime, but I normally film during the night because that's when shows are on. But other than that, I'm excited for the future of TV and reacting and all of that. Okay everyone, thank you for watching, and if you want to see my previous reaction, which is actually a question and answer video, all you have to do is click the link in the description, and as always, I will see you next time.